UFP, the United Federation of Podcasts.
Infinite diversity.
Live long and prosper, and welcome to Infinite Diversity, a Star Trek Universe podcast here on the United Federation of Podcast Network. I'm your host for today, Chrissie, and joining me are my co-hosts Justin and Brandon. Justin, how are you enjoying that new technology that we've discovered, beaming things around?
Hold on. Beaming things around is cool, but there's something that I'm hearing here. I don't know quite what it is or how to interpret it, but I want to be really still and make sure not to interfere in the developlution that's going on here. But
good
yes,
idea.
It was fun beaming around. Floor pie is delicious, I have to say. It's really good that way.
Oh.
Although,
yes.
I don't know, Gwyn, I would have eaten that maybe if it was on a plate, but just on the floor, I hope it's cleaned well. But yes, other than that, doing well.
Well, Riker said the ships clean themselves. And
well, good for the bloody ship.
Exactly. I don't know, you have the pattern buffer take out germs or something. I don't know. So Brandon, I was going to ask you if you're enjoying the floor pie. So how is it?
I love it. Any kind of pie is good. So, my favorite kind of pie, though, is pumpkin pie. I don't know if you guys know that or not. I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, and then pecan pie is also wonderful. But just before we go too far, I just want to tell you, can you help me out here? Because my baby has the phage.
Oh, really? Because I thought there was this cool think tank that did away with that.
Yeah, not everybody knows that,
true.
though, so don't spread that around, because then my whole con is going out the window, Justin. Thanks a lot.
Okay. I didn't realize the news hadn't reached this far.
A rare new form of the phage that the think tank had not figured
I see.
out.
It's a new phage variant.
The Omicron phage.
There you go.
Boy.
Highly contagious.
The jokes we couldn't have made 3 years ago.
But not quite as bad.
Hey, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to continue with it here, for this show here. And I'm just going to say, look, I didn't write this thing. Okay. I'm not in charge of this. I'm just pointing out that the first thing that Dal grabs is the Horgon. Okay. Like the first thing he grabs when he goes over to the ship is the Horgon.
That's true.
So.
And last week he was playing that game. So I think he's at or past puberty. Anyway,
we got a theme.
They're teenagers.
We got a theme.
It's all right.
So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, before we jump into our topic for the day, which if you haven't noticed is the most recent episode of Prodigy, First Con-tact.
Okay, I object to that right there. Okay, because it goes based on what we see on screen, and on screen it's just First Contact. There's no hyphen, there's no pause.
It's a mistake.
First Contact.
That's a mistake, and one of the showrunners acknowledged it was a mistake, and they're correcting it.
Nope.
So
it's canon.
It's con-tact.
It's canon. You know what else is canon?
James R. Kirk.
Okay, James R. Kirk and
James R.
and
Kirk is
Stamets,
more canon than
Stamets is the chief engineer.
Mistake
it's
in
canon.
This episode.
Yeah,
it's canon.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so
Zach over on Franchise Fatigue is like adamant about that, and like I don't know, I can't remember it, but it's like the Son of Kong or whatever. He's like, no, all the posters just say Son of Kong, but when it comes up on screen, it says the Son of Kong. So therefore, it's on screen. Therefore, that's what it actually is called, is the Son of Kong.
But if it's corrected later and you don't have access to any digital version or any version whatsoever that has that, then the dash is canon, right? So
not true, man. Hand shot first, okay? Hand shot first, okay? I don't care what change Lucas did later on. Hand shot first.
Okay, moving on.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we would like to thank our Patreon patrons who make this show possible, particularly our associate producers, David Willett and Justin Oser. Listeners, we'd love to add your name to this list, and we can do that with your monthly subscription of just $10 at patreon.com/UFPEarth. Now, randomly, Brandon, you watch Book of Boba Fett?
It's not very good.
I haven't seen it.
But did you see this week's episode?
I've seen them all, yeah. It's just not a very good show.
All right. Justin, I don't know if you're keeping up with this or not. Okay. I didn't think so. All right. It's random. Listeners, tell me what you think if you've seen this. They introduced Harry Mudd this week.
Did they?
You mean like a Harry Mudd-like character?
As good as. Yes. Yeah, being played by Stephen Root, of all people, the Klingon commander from Unification. But yeah, the guy looks just like Harry Mudd, and he kind of acts like him a bit too. So,
which one is this? Which character? I'm not making the connection. The water seller?
The one who
the water seller?
Yeah, the water seller.
The guy who's selling water? Sure.
Okay. Well, maybe it's just me. Whatever. Anyway. Infinite diversity of opinions.
So, I have no opinion because I haven't seen it.
That's all right. That's part of the infinite diversity. Back on topic of Star Trek, we have one bit of news today, and that is that we are getting an audio drama in February. It's going to be set in the Picard part of Trek, and it is called No Man's Land. Sounds like it's going to be very interesting. So it looks like it's going to focus on Seven and Raffi, and I don't know if we have anything else about it. I only
there's a synopsis of it.
Do it.
Oh, bad podcasting.
No, that's okay.
What's the synopsis?
Yeah, so, well, I mean, first of all, it is exciting we're getting this audio drama, which we haven't really had something where it's like an original exclusive story for, I don't know, since the late 90s, probably, when they did the Captain Sulu stuff. So this is really cool. It's written by Kirsten Beyer, who's a great novel author, co-written by Mike Johnson, who's a great Trek comic author. And what it says is, No Man's Land begins in the immediate aftermath of the stunning season 1 conclusion of Picard. While Seven of Nine and Raffi are enjoying some much-needed R&R in Raffi's remote hideaway, their downtime is interrupted by an urgent cry for help. A distant, beleaguered planet has enlisted the Fenris Rangers to save an embattled evacuation effort. As Seven and Raffi team up to rescue a mysteriously ageless professor whose infinity-shaped talisman has placed him in the deadly sights of a vicious Romulan warlord, they take tentative steps to explore the attraction depicted in the final moments of Picard Season 1. So it's after Season 1, which is cool. And it's like a Raffi and Seven adventure. I'm excited. Sounds cool. I'm a fan of doing audio original stories. But what do you guys think of it?
Well, so I've only listened to one of these types of things before. It was an X-Files one called Cold Cases that came out a few years ago. And they got Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny to do the voices and whatnot. And it was pretty bad. Like, it was not good. So I don't know. Like, I'm excited because this is a...
Sorry, it's just a question. So you never heard the Captain Sulu ones that were done by George Takei in the 90s?
I heard a little bit of them. Those were pretty bad too.
You know what? I've heard all three. Two of them are not good. One of them is really good. The first one, Transformations, is actually really good, I think. Yeah,
I'm not sure which one to listen to, but it wasn't very good. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not writing this off because I've had bad experiences so far. Like, it's whoever writes this, like Kirsten Beyer and Mike Johnson worked on this. So they've done some really good stuff, difference. Right?
Yeah.
Kirsten Beyer writing Voyager novels. Hello, that's the best stuff.
Yeah.
But so I'm not writing it off, but I'm just saying all the experience I've had with original audiobooks so far has been pretty bad. So I don't know.
What experience have you had, Chrissy?
Not a great deal. When I hear of an audio drama attached to a franchise, I tend to think of Doctor Who because there's a lot.
I've heard about that, and that people are big fans of what they do for Doctor Who.
Okay.
And of course, I have not listened.
I haven't either. I've just heard people. I've heard people rave about the ones for Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of Trek, I think the only one that I've ever listened to, or only ones, were the Spock versus Q.
Okay. See
which I adore.
Yeah, I think those are great, but that's a little bit different because that was actually like a live performance by John Delancey and Leonard Nimoy. It wasn't like they did it.
Oh, I forgot it was live.
No, sorry. I thought that's what I said. It was like live, right? So they were...
No, I forgot, it was live. Yeah. I had forgotten.
Yeah. So that's a little bit different because it's not like an audio drama where they pre-record stuff and they have sound effects and all this stuff going on. But those Spock versus Q ones are very entertaining. I've heard both of those. So that's the only other ones I think besides the Sulu ones that were like actual original like audio dramas or stories that you could hear nowhere else. So it hasn't been done very much in Trek. But...
No, and this is the first I've heard of the Sulu one, so I'm going to have to go find those.
Check out Transformations. The other two, Brandon, you may have heard those ones because those ones were not very good. The story was like really off or weird, but I think the first one, Transformations, there's like a really good story and some drama, and Takei does some great voice work, and like that one I think is really good.
Oh my.
And shows the potential. Yeah. But no, we'll see but I mean, if they're doing this and it's going to be like a really prominent thing, I think they're going to put a lot into it, and I think it'll be fun. So
I'm excited. I mean, like, I've pre-ordered it, right? So wherever you guys are getting it from, like, I'm guessing, even if you're like, I don't want to buy it or whatnot, you can get a free download if you go to Audible and try it. Just like you can get like a free month of whatever through CBS All Access if you sign up and try it. And you get to keep the audiobook for your free trial. Now, I've pre-ordered it because I don't really want to subscribe to Audible, but I ordered it directly through the Books app on my iPad, which is like the orange thing that has the book cover on it. And it was only $9 Canadian to pre-order it right now. So like that's dirt cheap. Like it's going to be 2 hours long, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's cheap. Like the X-Files one was like 20 some bucks or something like that when I bought it, right? So I was worried it was going to be that much again. But when I saw it for $9, I'm like, of course I'm going to get this.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Audible has it.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Audible has it listed, I think, for $18.85 or something like that.
And you're in the States.
We have an Audible subscription.
And you're in the States. It's American. Mine's $9 Canadian. I pre-ordered it for.
That's great.
So that's like 50 cents American.
Yeah.
But I think not quite that bad. But we have an Audible subscription, so I was able to just use a credit for it, which functionally means it cost $14.95. But I think if you've used your credits up, if you have a subscription, it's discounted to, I want to say it was 13 something when I pre-ordered it, if I didn't have a credit. So, yeah.
But anyway, it comes out February 22nd, so not very long.
No.
Yeah. And it makes me wonder also, it's after season 1. Yeah, so I think regardless of whether Picard's out at that time, it's probably fine. Because we haven't heard an official announcement that they're pushing Picard since Discovery comes back in February, but I think we're assuming it is. But,
that would make sense.
But yeah.
Well, here, I'm looking at a calendar now here. Now, we're just nerding out here. So Prodigy came back on the 6th, right? We had 2, 3, 4, 5. So February
3rd is the 10th episode of Prodigy.
And then when does this come out? The 22nd?
22nd.
So that's still before season 1 of Picard either way, I think, right?
Well, assuming Picard doesn't also come out at the same time as Discovery comes back, but
yeah.
If they do that,
mind will explode.
That's not good.
Yeah,
I hope they push back Picard a couple weeks because there's 5 episodes of Discovery left, right?
We're not sure, but 5 or 6. I've heard different things about how many are in the season, but yeah.
So I'm hoping they push back Picard till March 17th, the Ides of March.
Almost. Very close.
Yeah. What's the Ides of March?
15th of March.
The Ides
is the 15th?
Is generally the 15th, but technically speaking, the Ides is the middle day of any month. That's what the Romans called it.
I thought it was the 17th for some reason. Well, what do you know about history, Chrissy?
Nothing. Maybe you were thinking of St. Patrick's Day. 17th?
Maybe. That's what I was. I knew there was something on that day.
Kill Caesar, get drunk.
Wear green.
That's very Roman.
Wear green and drink green beer.
Well, anyway, I hope this is the first of a series of cool audio dramas. So
right. So I know the synopsis you read said that it was after season 1, but I'm kind of hoping it's in that little slot between, when we get to the last of the major action and the story is fixed up at the end of the last episode, and then we have that little blip and it's months later, or at least we think it's months later, and Seven and Raffi have started this relationship. So I'm kind of hoping maybe we get a little bit of how that happened.
Well, I don't know. Since it says after season 1, I think it's really after the last scene, which is after some weeks had passed. So, but we don't know how long they're doing stuff before the events of season 2 come up.
Yeah.
So
I hope it's like Ocean's 8 and we get like a bunch of other women characters and they go and they try and steal a diamond or something like that. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, listeners, as we have had for, let's see, every episode of Prodigy, we got some kids here to give the kid perspective, and this time it's Ezri and Annika. How you guys doing?
Hi, I'm Annika if you are new.
And I'm Ezri if you are new.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very good thing to do, to introduce yourself so people know which voice is whose. I never think about that, but I always appreciate it when I hear it, so good call. All right. So, we'll start with Annika. What did you think of this week's episode?
I thought it was really good, and it was really cool, like, I was thinking, like, oh my goodness, betrayal.
Betrayal.
Oh, yeah, that's a big part of it. All right, well, Ezri?
Can I say my favorite part of the show?
Yes.
Well, my favorite part of the show was 9 saying, well, I forget what she says, but like, well, he keeps on going. I like how she said that.
Who?
9.
Oh.
9. Who's 9?
Yeah. 9.
0.
0?
0.
You mean
Oh.
0?
0. I mixed up the number.
That's okay.
9, 0, whatever.
I thought
Yeah, like
I thought you were trying to say
Zero
Nandi,
said
so yeah, okay.
he just keeps on going.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it's a good
outside.
thing that
Keeps on going.
Murph can breathe space.
Yeah. Because then
Yeah,
Murph would be
it is good.
suffocated.
He's indestructible.
Poor Murph.
You know,
Yeah,
I
and apparently
tweeted out.
temperature isn't an issue either.
Yeah. You know, I tweeted out and tagged Aaron Watke and the brothers Hageman on Twitter with the being from a picture of the being from Aquiel, and I'm like, is this a Murph?
Oh, yeah.
And like they didn't respond,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm right. Maybe they don't want to give it away. Maybe I'm right.
Maybe.
You know what, Brandon? I recently heard an interview with I think it was with Aaron Walke, and he said of the many like thousands of responses that they've gotten, he said
Ooh.
one was correct,
Ooh.
but of course he wouldn't say which one. So somebody got it right,
How
but
long
we
ago was
don't
that
know
interview?
which one. That was it was not that long ago. I think it was the
Okay.
one they did for Weekly Trek.
So
Oh.
probably
Yeah.
not me.
You never know.
I mean, it's hard to tell who it is if it's like lots of people, you know. But somebody got it right. So
Cool. All right. Okay, Brandon, what were your thoughts, initial thoughts on the episode?
I don't know. Like, I really liked the episode. The episode's good. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. There's some backstory for Dahl, you know, which is interesting to get. And I like the idea of this first contact with this alien race, this very different alien race that we haven't seen anything like before. But it's probably the episode that I've enjoyed the least so far as well, you know? So I'm kind of torn on how I feel on the episode.
Okay. All right. Justin?
yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I really liked in this episode. Like you, Brandon, I really like this species that seemed so alien. They're just kind of like, they're not just like pure energy, but they're kind of ethereal, and they communicate with, you know, these sound waves or like sculpting things, which is very cool. And I felt a sense of like, you know, the real wonder of First Contact in a way that almost haven't seen it even in Trek before. So I love that. And it was about, you know, the danger of, you know, interfering with other civilizations, which I always love seeing. There is some good backstory for Dahl, and we get a little bit more about, you know, what's going on with Chakotay as captain of the Protostar, and seeing that it's Dreadnought that boarded. But there was just like a little bit on that. The big issue I had with the episode, though, is it introduces this Ferengi character, Nandi, which is cool. It's, you know, like a female Ferengi captain of a ship, which is great. But in the end, she turned out to be like a pretty stereotypical Ferengi that's just out for herself and out for profit and all of that. And after all the development we got in Deep Space Nine, that was a little disappointing. So I hope that we see other Ferengi just to balance that and feel like someone seeing the show who hasn't seen Deep Space Nine won't think all Ferengi are bad. So that was my main issue.
I didn't have a problem
with
with that. Like, I was thinking about that as well, but the reason why I didn't have an issue with it is because most Ferengi are like that, right?
Yeah.
Most Ferengi put profit above all. So this would be how most Ferengis that you encounter are going to be reacting to situations.
From what we've seen, at least. But do we really know that? Do we know what the vast majority of like Ferengi that we don't see and what they're actually like and what
yes,
they actually
because
think
we
about?
know their culture, and it's all based around money and the rule of acquisitions.
But that's just like saying, well, we know American culture is all built around money, so most people, like, that's all that they care about. I think it's a lot more nuanced and complicated than what the dominant culture is. So, but maybe that's like
That's a little heavy for kids when they've never met them.
Maybe I'm thinking too hard for a kids show. So, but I do want to see other kinds of Ferengi just to balance it out.
I think part of the reason she had to be a stereotypical Ferengi was because otherwise, excusing the way she treats Dahl would be more difficult. So just if she's going to be an all-around baddie or 90% baddie,
it's true,
then
but
that's what she is.
But I saw her real purpose in. Sorry,
no, it's all right.
But I saw her real purpose in. I saw her real purpose in this episode as more of a story purpose, like. The diviner and his ship have lost the protostar. Oh, and here's a way to connect them back so we can get them together. So it felt more like a story reason than like a character reason. So
okay,
yeah,
I thought it was interesting
because otherwise, like, how are they going to find them?
A number of ways it's a story, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Possibly.
I thought there was an interesting message there for kids that even when you think an adult is working in your best interest, they might not be. Because Dahl certainly believed that she cared for him and didn't realize that she had sold him. So
yeah,
she sold him
into
slavery.
What did you girls think of the Ferengi captain character that we met? So she's really concerned about money, and she was taking care of Dahl for quite a while, right? But then when Dahl had thought that he had been kidnapped, right? But it turns out that she had actually sold Dahl to that mine where we found him in the beginning of the show. So how does this Ferengi character make you feel?
Upset.
Yeah?
I don't like her.
Don't trust.
And plus, betrayal.
Betrayal.
No, betrayal.
There it is again.
Don't trust her.
Yeah.
Betrayal.
Don't trust her.
Betrayal.
Don't trust people you
Yes.
haven't seen in a long time. They might have changed.
Yeah.
Yes, and their betrayal. They
Oh.
betrayal you.
Betray you.
Betray.
Betray you, yeah.
Betrayal, betray. I don't.
Don't
Potato.
always assume that because there are good people
There are
in the
good
world.
people.
You know,
But this Ferengi,
not everybody's a Ferengi.
she took advantage of Dahl, like she kept him around and she kept him in a room under the...
Ferengi's are bad.
Well, that's what we were talking about with Justin earlier. Not all are.
Yeah. Yep.
See, I think that's the message you're getting, but that's not actually true.
So this Ferengi kept Dahl in like this bed underneath the warp core, right? Like, and they had to crawl in there to get it. So it was like this tiny room. Like, that's pretty mean as well, eh?
Yeah,
This is a Marauder class ship, right? Like, this is a giant ship.
but what if
Yeah.
you have
It's
to go
huge.
to the bathroom?
You just
and
pee
you
on the
can't-
engine.
No.
No?
That's the matter part of the matter antimatter.
But you're gonna have to crawl through that space, and what if you
Yeah.
get stuck?
Rock Talk got stuck.
Yeah. It was like,
Mm.
guys, I'm a little stuck here.
She couldn't get into his room. But
Then she eventually.
how would you guys like it if I put your room underneath the stairs? Would you like that?
No.
No. It's a good thing you
Can't
guys have a
fit
nice
our
bedroom.
beds.
You got a nice big bedroom now, right?
If you did that, Mom will be my favorite one.
And you would be a terrible friend.
Yeah, so we know that this person was mean to Dahl, but Dahl didn't know any better because that's all that Dahl knew, right? So like this
Yeah.
is what
Terrible
Dahl's
mother.
yeah, but this is what Dahl's used to. So he's used to people treating him that way, right?
But how long do we think he was on the ship? Because like he wasn't born there.
I think
like,
they found him when he was a child, and then they just took him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because he
Yeah.
has no mom and dad. Like, he's an unknown type.
He's an orphan.
Well, he doesn't know what he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
seems like it. He doesn't even know what
Yeah.
species he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you we'll find out.
I always forget about that with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even know
Yeah.
like who his people are. Yeah.
I remember the first episode a long time ago, like months ago.
It's so long
Yeah.
ago.
That
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
I wanted to talk about something at the beginning for you guys there. This clearly felt like this should have been the first episode after the break, the way that we came into the episode. And then
Yeah,
the
I could see
Chakotay thing
that.
should have been the cliffhanger for the first half.
Yeah? Maybe they
Maybe.
didn't have some
I don't
stuff
know.
done to run it as
It's
the
possible.
cliffhanger.
But
What did you guys think about the fact that we have a female who's a daemon? Is she really a David, or is she just talking about, or is she just telling herself that?
I know, like, in my, like...
Well, you guys don't know about Ferengi. Okay.
I know.
Go
I
ahead.
sorta know about Ferengi. I watched Star Trek with Dad before.
Mm-hmm. In Ferengi culture, though, women weren't allowed to wear clothes. They weren't allowed to have jobs. They couldn't make money. They had to stay home. Until recently, they made those rules changed in Ferengi culture on the shows. So to see a Ferengi woman as a captain is a new thing. I don't think we've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she stole the ship?
Probably.
Or bought the ship?
Actually,
Maybe.
good idea.
I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't like how she says, like, I feel something tingling in her head.
In her ear.
Oh, see, that's about
Their
Ferengi. They
lobes,
feel
like-
the tingling
Yeah,
in
you
their
don't know about that
lobes.
either.
They think their lobes are like their important part of their body, and the bigger the lobes they have, the more money they can make. Their ear lobes. So that's why they say, I feel a tingling in my lobes. The tingling of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you guys didn't like that she was like eating live bugs.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Yeah, but that's a Ferengi thing. Ferengi
I
like to
know
eat
they
live
do.
bugs.
Gree worms.
There's a picture of a Ferengi over there.
Yeah, that's Quark.
Clark the Ferengi.
Have one over
That's
there, yeah.
Clark the Ferengi.
Not Clark. Quark.
Quark.
I thought it was Clark.
Quark.
fingering.
Nope, Quark.
Clark
Or Kent.
the Ferengi.
You're just going to stick to Clark.
I'm just gonna stick to
Clark.
Clark.
The fingeringy.
I like Clark Ferengi.
Yeah, so what did you guys think about why Damon Nandi wanted to go to the planet?
So she wanted to go to the planet to get those diamonds or whatever.
Yeah, to get
The
the
crystals.
crystals, and all she needed was one to
But
get
she
rich.
took like 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, because she's greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they put back 4 or 3, and then she had one of them, and then he took that back, and then he put his like little badge on there, and then it was back in place.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't end up getting it, but she still. But I don't really remember the end. I think she met up with the dude who was searching for the ship that they stole.
Yeah, she's going to. At the end, she said she's looking for the diviner.
Almost.
She's going to at least send a message,
And
yeah.
also, it was very strange when she just zoomed what's her name again? The illusion.
The what?
Nandi.
What's whose name?
The illusion.
Janeway?
Oh,
Yeah, Janeway.
Janeway?
sorry.
Oh.
How she just zoomed up on there, and she was like, go 25 inches apart and 23 something inches closer. And then
on the computer screen.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
he saw the evil man.
The evil,
evil
robot,
robot, yeah.
diviner
Robot.
thing.
No, I'm just gonna call him
Yeah.
Cyborg.
Okay.
Cyborg.
Wasn't his name
Cyborg.
Dreadnought?
I don't
Dreadnought.
like that name. His
Dreadnought,
name is
yeah.
now Cyborg. Because he was a
Robot
bad
man.
boy, his name is now Cyborg.
No, how about we call
Just
him...
like in
Well,
Teen
Dreadnought
Titans.
isn't
how
exactly
about
a
we
good
call
thing.
them Robot Spider?
No, I like Cyborg. Because he's from Teen Titans.
He's not.
Well, they don't know about the Borg, do they? Okay.
No.
The Borg.
So,
They're bad guys. You'll have to see them in some Star Trek later.
another time. They're cyborgs. So yeah, so she tricks Doll and everybody so she can just take their stuff. And then they go to this planet and they have these
Well, wait, she tricks Doll, but Doll is really tricking them as
True.
well because he knows a little
Right.
bit about what she really
That's
wants. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the interesting part of the episode for me was when Zero was sensing Doll's emotions, and Doll was feeling conflicted.
Yeah.
And Doll's like, "Look, I know her, and she's a friend, so I should trust her, right?"
But she actually didn't trust. But
she
she
wasn't
actually-
trustworthy. That's right.
Yes. And
She's a big
like
meanie.
he was nervous because he hasn't seen her in like forever.
In a long time.
She's a big meanie.
yeah.
She's big me.
But I thought that was interesting, though.
We should take her valuables.
Yeah, but you know, Dahl was like felt conflicted because he cared about his new family, but he knew this person, but he also knew that this person might not be trustworthy, anyways. You know.
I think he was also thinking like he wasn't sure whether he wanted to interfere with this culture. I think he was actually thinking about what Janeway said. At least that's what I thought.
Yeah, he sounded very nervous.
Did you girls understand what Janeway was talking about with the Prime Directive? Did you guys understand?
No.
So the
No.
Federation has a rule that says if you come across aliens who have never encountered any other aliens before, you can't just go down to their planet and say hello, because that'll affect how their development as a society grows on its natural path. Because if you have an external influence like other aliens coming in and showing them fancy technology, then that's going to change how that culture would naturally evolve. Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay, so maybe think about it this way. What if aliens came tomorrow and they had this really advanced technology that could do a lot of things, maybe some good, maybe some bad? That would change your life a lot, right? Because some people would want to take advantage of this technology or sell it or deal with the aliens. Maybe they're hostile, maybe they're not. Like, it would change your life and it would change the world if this really advanced...
I would just take their weapon and just shoot the aliens so they would get
You just take their
But
stuff?
what if it was like a stick that can roast marshmallows for you? How do you attack them?
If it would roast marshmallows
Stick that roast marshmallows? I think we have
that.
that.
You use her head
Yeah.
as a marshmallow.
And stab a stick into their head?
Okay, then.
Wow. Wow. Are you sure you're not from the Mirror Universe?
Dad taught me well.
That's dangerous.
Mm.
Dad taught me well.
What did I teach you about that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it this way. What if aliens came and they said, you can't eat poutine, I really don't like it?
I don't like
You wouldn't like
I
that,
don't like
right?
poutine either.
I would kick them.
I
Poutine's
don't.
the best.
I would agree with them. I don't like it
No,
either.
poutine's the best.
I'm with you, kiddo. I
best
think
French
gravy
fry
on fries
combination ever.
and cheese is weird.
But I do like the gravy on the fries. It's delicious.
Okay, maybe
I
not
do
the
like
best
the cheese
example.
with the fries, but with the gravy, that's just too much.
I like the gravy in the fries. I don't really like the cheese.
So we've established that. Okay.
Well,
So what did you think of these aliens that looked like they were all made out of light and
They look cool.
sparkly and glowy?
They look
as
cool.
Like, are those angels?
I'm like,
Angels.
are they going to
Oh.
take them to heaven? Or are they going to guide them somewhere?
Yeah, I'm like, are they gonna guide them somewhere? Oh,
they're
no,
kind of angelic.
They're bad. When they started, like, destroying the building, they were just like, bad.
I don't think that they're bad.
They got upset.
Just, I think they
and she
weren't getting,
Mm-hmm.
they weren't
she
being
said mad,
understood.
not bad, I think.
I think
They
they
got
were
mad.
upset.
Oh, mad, okay.
I said bad.
Bad.
Oh, you said bad. Never mind then.
Like, they're an alien that they're difficult to communicate with because they communicate with, like, these sound waves. That's kind of interesting, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sound was like dancing, like.
Making the sand move and stuff like that.
Like,
Yeah.
they were just like, what did I say?
That was an interesting way to communicate, wasn't it?
And they were able to build that building with sound waves and sand. What did Gwen call it?
Yeah.
Acoustic manipulation or something like that?
That sounds right.
Yeah, she had a specific word for it. She also talked about cymatics, which is a real thing
Oh,
where sound can sculpt stuff, I think.
that is cool. That is
Yeah.
cool. My sister's of the opinion that that's how we're going to get programmable matter somewhere along the line is from these aliens, but just for whatever's that's worth.
Yeah, cymatics is actually like creating visible patterns with sound waves.
Cool.
So that's cool. Anyway, yeah, it looked really cool, and I think you could only do that in animation.
Oh gods, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think after they returned all the crystals that they weren't mad anymore, or do you think the next time somebody comes around that they're going to think that they're stealing crystals?
No.
That's the only reason
I think
they're
they
there.
were just mad because they trusted them, but then the person took the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're
Yeah.
only
But then
mean
once-
to that person because the others were helping them.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
You think they understand that?
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
What if like I think like their power broke once the crystals were gone.
Mm-hmm.
So then like that the castle was falling because the crystals is what keeps the tower up.
The crystals is their power.
You think they get their power from the
Like
crystals?
Gwen said they got their power from the crystals, and it was hurting them because that girl was taking them down.
Yeah, they seemed to be tied to the crystals in some way.
Yeah. But do you think now that the crystals are back, everything will be the same, or will they see
Like, if Dahl went down there again and tried to talk to them again, do you think the aliens would be happy to see him or mad to see him?
Mad.
They would be upset to see them.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to feel pain.
But Dahl also left behind some of their technology. This badge can do like some important
yeah,
things.
but at
So
least he returned the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
yeah.
if the ghost things take the badge off of the crystal, can you just teleport the badge back?
Yeah.
They probably
They could.
could, but I think that they're
Maybe.
too far away now.
Yeah.
So
But they might use it to create other technology. Maybe?
Or to
I
talk
don't
to
know.
them. So you think that if Dahl went back, do you think if any aliens went and landed there that they would be mad at them?
like, what if aliens come next week? Are they going to be happy to see those other aliens, or are they
No,
going to be mad?
because
Meh.
they were the only people. They were the first people. So I think the ghost people wouldn't trust any more aliens.
Because Dahl and Gwen and the Ferengi gave a bad impression.
Yeah, to
Mhm.
be the first ones.
So-
Yeah.
So do you see how that goes with what Hologram Janeway was explaining?
Nope.
Well, but it's changed how their culture and how they feel about other people. It maybe it'll even make them afraid, and maybe they'll want to build weapons or have armies.
Right.
It could really
'Cause
change
had
who
a
they
bad
are.
experience. So that's what the first contact prime directive is about, is don't influence until they're ready. Right? And generally how Star Trek determines if somebody's ready to meet other aliens is when they achieve warp drive. That's kind of like a standard that they've determined. As soon as you get ships that are faster than the speed of light, then you're ready to join the interstellar community.
Do they
Yep.
have a ship faster than light?
They don't have a ship faster than light, no.
But they do now.
Well, the people on the planet don't, no.
I don't think they do, but
But the starship that the team's riding, that's faster than light.
The protostar is, yeah, but we're talking about the alien species, those angel-like beings.
Oh.
All right.
yeah, actually, I don't know what they have, because we saw these beings, we saw these structures, but like, I don't know if we know like how they live, how
Nothing.
they eat, like with.
Maybe they just eat air.
Maybe they don't eat at all.
They eat air.
Boom, they eat nothing but air.
Maybe they eat sand.
Yeah, maybe if
Maybe.
they eat sand, but that would be disgusting. What if they got it in their fake eyes?
They're fake eyes.
Their eyes. They don't have any eyes, but what if they got it in their eyes? It would-
They seem like a
would
gaseous
hurt.
anomaly alien or something like that.
I don't think they eat or even talk. They only talk in sound waves.
Guess what?
Yeah, maybe they get energy
You
from
know
the
what?
planet. Yeah,
We only talk in sound waves too. Ooh.
it's true.
Talking words.
We're talking
But we don't make our
words, not
sound waves
No, we
visible.
We're talking words. We don't talk in.
Well, that's words. Maybe that's words for them.
Yeah. So let's go back to the protostar, and we learned a little bit more about maybe what happened. And it looks like Dreadnought / General Grievous guy is the one who got protostar away from Chakotay and his crew.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
What do we think about that? Or-
We just know that he boarded the ship. We don't know what happened
That's true.
afterwards.
Okay.
But you could be right.
Yeah, it leaves open for some interesting story opportunities. Because again, it went back in time, right? We're assuming it went back in time, and Dreadnought was there, and now here we are in the past, and Dreadnought is still there, right, with the Diviner. So are there two, or is that
Dreadnoughts running
Dreadnought
around?
that's with the Diviner now from the future? We don't know.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
And why hasn't he told the Diviner about it if he knows about it? Where it is?
Annika and Ezri, do you like time
Do
travel?
you like time travel, Ezri?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
it's cool. Sure.
Does it give
we
you a
haven't
headache?
watched a lot of much time travel stuff shows.
Yeah, like I don't
Okay.
hate it, I don't like it, but I don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brandon or Justin, anything else you want to add on that particular part of it? Or?
No, I think that's the best mystery, though. I'm eager to see where it goes.
Yeah.
We need more.
Yes, for sure. All right, so... And then Dahl finds out who his friends really are. And he discovers that maybe these people who... Do you think he's trusted his friends on the Protostar? Maybe they weren't his friends yet. Do you think he's trusted the other people on the Protostar up to this point?
Yes.
Does he know now that
Yeah.
the Protostar people are his real friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's something that's been like growing, but this I think confirmed it for sure for him that they're his friends, and that they care about him more than other people that may have like sold him or abused him.
Sold him, yeah. What do you think, Brandon?
I think this is going to be an interest. Like the team is going to grow more now. Now that Dahl knows that this is his new family, I think that we're going to see some of those barriers that Dahl has had are going to go down. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all got together to help each other anyway.
Yeah.
There's something my mother always likes to say when difficult things happen. She says, adversity doesn't create character, but it reveals character. Mm-hmm. And I think we saw some of that in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw who people really were.
Yeah.
You're talking about, like, revealing who people are.
Yeah.
They revealed that Dahl's orphan mom was just a big meanie.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Meanie.
Not a nice person.
And
meanie.
you can never trust her ever again.
Don't trust her. Nah.
You don't think she
Nope.
might change somewhere in the future?
She'll stay
No.
the same greedy person.
I think
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm thinking, like, now that you mention that, I think that she will, like, feel sad for what she did and then turn back and try and say sorry. But
That would be interesting.
Yeah, you think she might regret it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll find the diviner is evil enough that she'll want to do
give
something
me
about
money
him.
for being
Oh, that's a
evil.
thought.
Like, give me money for being evil.
Or maybe Nandi's
Give me
more evil than the
money.
diviner.
Give me money.
Ah.
More evil than the diviner.
That's a good question, though. Do we know if the diviner really is evil?
Yes, we know, because he's evil.
Yeah, I think it'll boil down to that he's just a
All
bad
right,
guy
then.
at the end. So
Well,
Maybe. I mean, I think we know he's done bad things he shouldn't have done, but evil or what his motives are, I think we still don't exactly
That's
know.
what I'm thinking.
If it's a needs of the many thing.
keep in mind this is a kid's show too, right? So
you guys don't think that Nandi's going to turn out to be good in the end?
no.
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 She'll-
I'll tell you, I told you something that my mother says. I'll tell you something that my father says, but I'll make it kid-friendly. And it applies to Nandi. He always says the only thing you get out of a behind is poo. Yep.
Oh,
And so you shouldn't expect anything else. So that might be true of Nandi.
maybe she has a cousin named Rom who will save the day. Anyway,
Maybe.
I'm just hoping for Ferengi that aren't quite this bad.
Well, maybe we'll see her get punished for it.
Maybe.
You know, maybe we'll see. Maybe she won't change, but she'll have consequences. That wouldn't be a bad message.
Maybe Brunt will come by. She's violated some
Well, I mean,
regulations,
Rom
yeah.
is the Grand Nagus now, so.
I don't know if we know
Well,
if he still
okay, I'm
is,
going to
but,
assume
yeah.
that he still is. Because we haven't heard that
Sorry,
he got
we're nerding out on some other
overthrown.
Ferengi stuff.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we know what you guys want to talk about, and it's the beginning.
Well, should we talk
with the
about Murph now?
transporter.
Yes!
There we go. All right. What did you think about them transporting the pie around?
What do you think about transporting the pie? Was that funny?
Yes.
Would
A
you
piece of pie is on your head.
Would you
Now
eat
it's in
pie
your
on the
mouth.
floor? Would you eat it on the
Yes.
floor?
Yes,
No.
I love pie.
No.
As long as if it's apple cinnamon pie, then I would.
Depends
Yeah,
on
it
the floor.
depends on the floor.
Apple cinnamon pie?
Or
Yeah.
apple pie.
I think most apple pie has cinnamon in it.
I love apple pie.
Anything else you want to say about Murph this week?
Murph is cute, and his name should be Herf. The Murph.
Murph the Murph
Herf the Murph of the Lurf.
of Lurf.
Yes.
The Murph.
Okay.
Do you think we'll ever understand what Murph is saying?
Well, now that he's got a communicator inside his body, maybe we will.
Oh, that's an idea.
This is what Murph's noise is.
If they go to a new planet and get a new, like, someone new to, like, have them, that would be cool. But also, what if Jankenpog can build a translator so everyone can know what Murph is saying?
Oh,
maybe.
Like he builds a better translator.
I am Murph right now. That's a noise that he makes.
That's pretty good. I can't make that noise.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Would you like it if Murph said something, or?
Yeah, just be like, I want to know what he's saying because he's so cute. Also, it would be interesting just be like Jankenpog putting a translator on him. Just be like, then Murph
I want
saying,
pizza.
John
Could be.
Cena.
No, wait, Murph might be saying, I want pizza.
Why
Maybe.
not just Murph?
I
Like,
want
the first
pizza.
words he says is just like,
Yeah.
hi, sup.
A pizza.
Like, sup.
Or
Not
I
pie.
want pizza.
Be like,
I think the first words he's going to say is, "Why did you transport me to the outside of the ship?
It was cold
Maybe
out
I would have died."
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like going like
It was like Canada.
across his ship, and then Zero
Much
was
colder
like,
than
well,
Canada. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of think Murph has gone so long without saying something that I don't know if they will.
It
have
probably
him
will
say
I
eventually.
wouldn't.
He'll be like, "You think so?"
Like Morn?
He'll have a deep conversation with Morn. Yeah.
All right, so you guys have any predictions for next week's episode? What do you think's going to happen?
I think you're gonna have a battle.
A battle. Okay.
another
Okay.
battle.
Okay.
Battle?
Another battle.
Okay.
You think a battle with
Yes.
the diviner?
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
battle, and
She,
Okay.
the lady is going to
Would you like to see that?
meet
Do you like space battles?
the, what is he called again?
Diviner?
Diviner.
The
They're
diviner?
going to team
Oh,
up
maybe.
Oh,
to get the ship.
I have an idea.
And
What?
like the
What if?
you think so? Or maybe Nandi will team up with the
Yeah,
Protostar.
I
to
think
Maybe.
they'll
fight the
do
diviner.
that, but also then when they fight, her dad will say sorry for choosing the ship over his daughter, and then his daughter will say, "No, I don't forgive you," then leave, and then everyone's sad.
but
That's possible.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have a prediction for next week, so that's
we haven't seen the diviner in like forever.
okay.
My unlikely prediction is that the diviner comes to a realization and then wants to work with the Protostar to figure out
Never.
her history.
Hmm.
Never.
Never.
Probably
No.
not. But if it happens, you heard it.
All right. Well, thank you two.
Thanks for
Been
joining
good talking
us.
to you again.
Thank you for joining
It was
us.
Yeah,
fun.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to say goodbye to
Bye-bye.
everybody?
Bye bye.
Bye, thank you. Murph loves you.
For sure.
Bye, 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 bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye, thank you.
All right, so that was fun talking with the girls about Prodigy. And now Justin has something he'd like to talk about before we get going here.
I do, yes. So listeners, my life has become busy recently, as you may or may not know. I've gotten involved with some promotion for my wife's band, which is called EEP, and we started our own little record label last year called Hogar Records. That's Hogar, as in home in Spanish. And I spent a lot of time on that in, with releases that we've had. We had a couple releases last year for her band and a solo project for a band member, and things have gone well, but there has just been more and more that I've needed to do as far as marketing and promotion and social media and the releases. And we have twice as many releases this year. We have 4. So I've had to spend more and more time, and it's been hard to get time for the things that are needed for that. So So I'm actually announcing today I'll be kind of stepping back from podcasting. This won't be my last episode. I'm still going to go through the run of Prodigy until episode 10, but I just wanted to let everybody know I had made that decision. It has nothing to do with Brandon or Chrissy or any of our guests. I've truly loved what I'm doing here. It's just been harder and harder to really find the time to focus on it, so I just made a very tough decision to step back.
Because you don't
from
like
the
Star
podcast,
Trek anymore.
So. No. I love Star Trek. I'm still going to tweet about Star Trek a lot and read lots of novels and stuff. But no. I know, Justin, why do you hate Star Trek? No.
It's been great. It's been great podcasting with you. Like we went back. I was trying to find a way to podcast with you like early on, right? Where we tried to come up with this idea for like a Star Trek Jeopardy kind of podcast, and we did a pilot for that.
That's fun.
Trekkerty. It didn't really go anywhere, but I don't know. We did that, and it just didn't go anywhere because we were pretty busy at the time. And then the line came around. We did Picard season 1, and it's like, you know, we wanted a third voice, and we didn't have many names on that list, you know. So like, I think there was 2, and there was really no contest when we actually sat down and thought about it, and that third name was Chrissy, you know, so that third person was Chrissy. But yes. I think we've had a really good dynamic as a team. I mean, you're usually wrong, Justin, but that's okay. So,
and you're usually wrong.
It's always Chrissy who's right.
No, it's been great. Like, and I was reflecting, we've done a lot of episodes. We did 27 episodes of The Line. This is episode 83 of this show. That's 110 episodes over, 2.5 years or something like that. So there's a lot of podcasting we've done. It's been wonderful. We've had some really great discussions. We've interviewed, authors and creatives and had some really great guests. And it's been wonderful having your daughters on, Brandon, for Prodigy. So it's been a lot of great stuff. Like, I'm so happy that I did it. Yeah. Or have been doing it. There'll still be 3 more after this, but
and I'm sure there will be something that you are the perfect guest to talk about somewhere along the line here.
Let's see, what would that be? The Golden Girls Star Trek crossover that's going to happen. Maybe, I don't know. What would be the perfect thing?
I don't know. There's be something.
But no, it's truly been wonderful, and thank you. And listeners, it does take a lot of work behind the scenes. It's not just like we have this podcast and it's here. There's a lot of preparation. There's a lot of work that all 3 of us do to make these things possible, and I think we do it with a lot of love and care. It's just the time they have to do those things just isn't really there anymore, unfortunately. So
we understand.
Yeah.
We'll miss you.
Thank you. Appreciate the understanding.
We'll save our goodbyes for when it's actually over. But
yes. Yeah. But thank you, listeners, for listening.
And you'll still hear about him at the beginning of each episode when we say that he's an executive producer, because he's not going to give that up.
That's true. I will still support the network. Absolutely.
Well, you're back anytime as long as you tell me I'm right when we podcast. So you know what, Brandon, you're right.
You know what? The week that Brandon isn't here, and I can tell everybody what the right way to think about the episode is. No, we've had some really interesting differences, but it's all like in good fun and respect.
It's been good. Yeah. Been good to be the moderator. Mm-hmm. Justin, where can people find you when you're not pondering where to send a piece of pie next on the transporter?
Yeah, well, as always, you can find me on Twitter, tweeting about Star Trek all the time at TrekFan4747. Maybe I guess I'll say, because I mentioned it, I am the person behind the social media for the label that we run, which is Hogar Records, Hogar Records, and that's all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Bandcamp, and also my wife's band, Eep, is under Eep Shoegaze at all of those places as well. So there'll be the music personality behind that is me. And you can also find me in our Facebook group for the UFP, Federation Council Chambers, where we talk about any and all of the UFP podcasts, and you'll still be able to find me there. I'll still check in and see what's going on with episodes and discussions. So hope you'll join me any of those places.
Good deal. And Brandon, where can people find you when you're not secretly putting a comm badge on something to return it to where it belongs?
You can find me on Twitter at Brandon Matella. You can find me here on the network with another show called Franchise Fatigue, which is all about movies, remakes, and sequels. And I have my Hitchcock podcast, Good Evening, an Alfred Hitchcock podcast. Chrissy, where can people find you when you're not eating your fake baby?
Oh, that's right.
I forgot about that, too.
I forgot. What? It's like a loaf
Of bread?
It's supposed to be a baby, but it's like a loaf of bread or something. And she's like, oh, yeah, well.
They know it's not a real baby, so I might as well just eat it.
Yep. In front of everybody.
It's pretty
Yeah.
great, actually.
That was great. When you said that, all I could think of was Austin Powers, though. Eat a baby!
Get in me belly!
That one. Yes. All right, well,
You know what? As soon as we hear from Murph, that's the first thing he's going to say. Get in my belly.
Baby, the other white meat.
oh my. All right, well, so in addition to here in Infinite Diversity, where I'm not eating babies or anywhere else, I don't eat babies.
What about baby-shaped bread?
Baby-shaped bread. Sounds like something nice for a baby shower, maybe. I don't know, in a really strange way.
Justin, your wife should change that to the name of their band. Baby-shaped bread.
Baby-shaped bread? I will make that suggestion. I'm sure it will be rejected, but thank you.
Okay, so in addition to here on Infinite Diversity, you can find me on History with the Szilagys here on the UFP Network. And that's a twice-weekly history podcast I do with my partner Jason, who is also an historian. And I'm happy to chat about our shows in the Federation Council Chambers on Facebook. And I'm on Twitter at The Goddess Livia, that's TheGoddesslivia, where I tweet about Star Trek history and leftist politics. Brandon, why don't you tell our listeners what they can listen to after they're done listening to us?
Nah.
Okay.
No?
Join Amy Nelson, Mark White as they discuss all good things covering all Star Trek all the time. Join Rhea Papagiorgio, Kevin Scharf, Amy Nelson, and Joe Keegan discussing all TNG all the time aboard the Galaxy class. Who wouldn't want to be a kid again? Join Chris Trabuzio, Patrick Devlin, and Casey Pettitt as they talk all things under the Disney umbrella with Mickey's Marvels. And discover all things that make Arrow Arrow with Lance Laster and Cavante Chillis on their podcast. Always hold on to Arrow. And last but not least, dive into some cryptozoology with Ken Tripp and Zach Moore as they take a lighthearted and fun look at the cultural phenomenon of Bigfoot on Sasquatch. Sasquatch.
So, thank you, listeners, so much for tuning in to Infinite Diversity. Thank you to our executive producers, Ken Tripp, Tony Robinson, Zach Moore, and Brandon Shane Mutala. Thank you to Zach Tripp for the beautiful theme music and Tony Robinson for the nice show art. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, and please subscribe. If you want to reach out, you can find the network on Twitter at UFP Earth, or our show specifically at IDIC Podcast. You can also talk about any and all of the UFP podcasts in our Facebook group called the Federation Council Chambers. And you can email us at infinitediversity@ufp.earth. On the next episode, we will be talking about the next episode of Prodigy, whose name has not been released yet. Until then,
Baby-shaped bread.
I may have the name here.
Oh,
I may have actually the names of the next 3 episodes.
Oh,
yes. So,
Oh, really?
according to my
Breaking news
source,
indeed.
the next episode is called Time Amok.
Time amok.
Interesting.
Ooh,
And after
okay.
that, the following 2 are A Moral Star 1 and A Moral Star 2.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Like a part 2?
Is that
M-O-R-A-L.
M-O-R-A-L. Star?
So,
What's
magic,
your
I'm not going
source?
to tell you.
What's your source?
Secret. You're leaving. I'm not telling you nothing.
I'm still here for 3 more weeks.
all right?
Oh my god, I feel betrayed.
Betrayal.
You Ferengi. Sorry.
Like the kids were
Betrayal.
saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Evil.
So then, Time Amok.
Time Amok.
Interesting.
So they're gonna be watching the TOS episode backwards.
Or else Yoda's there, right? Time Amok. Oh.
Okay. Well, good.
You keep wanting to insert Star Wars.
Star Wars
in
is
here,
pretty
and I'm
good,
not
man.
having any of it.
Yeah. It's not.
Some
Book of Boba Fett's
No,
not very
it's
good.
not.
Are you liking Book of Boba Fett, Chrissy?
I'm enjoying
Are
it.
you? I'm not liking it too much. My wife's given up after
I mean-
3 episodes. She's like, I'm done with this show.
Okay. I like it. I like the backstory.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
All right. Right. So, listeners, if you're still listening, peace and long life to you, and we will see you. You'll hear us next week.
Life and peace long.
This has been a production of MTMR Media Works.